Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on what time I got you here. My name is Jackson Gilbert, and this is the Passion Podcast, Porg for short. During this podcast, I will be exploring hip-hop history, a topic that brings me personal joy. If you end up enjoying this episode, you might want to watch another. Make sure to try and catch the rest on wjhs915.org. The first topic I'd like to address is about a rap group that started in the 1980s known as the NWA. This group consisted of some of the biggest West Coast rappers to this day. What I'm going to focus on is the group's manager, Jerry Heller. He was thought to be cheating the NWA from their contracts unless they signed an unfair document. Ice Cube was the first to refuse to sign, causing him to give up his royalties from music. Later, Dr. Dre followed. This ended up leading to the expansion of Ice Cube's and Dr. Dre's solo career and personal record labels like Lynch Mob, Aftermath, Death Row. This was a big part of rap history because without Dr. Dre leaving the NWA and starting Death Row Records, West Coast hip-hop artists during the early to mid-1990s such as Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Tupac Shakur, Outlaws, The Lady of Rage, MC Hammer, Young Soldiers, Sam Snead, LBC Crew, RBX, Nate Dogg, and the Dog Pound probably would not have been as popular as they are now. The second topic I would like to talk about was a pretty big deal quite a few years ago, so you might know about this one. It's Kanye West versus 50 Cent in a competition to see who could sell more records. The loser would quit rapping. Kanye West's album, Graduation, won with a staggering 957,000 units sold, while 50 Cent's album, Curtis, topped out at 691,000 units. And although 50 Cent did not follow through with the bet and continued making music, he now has a different kind of respect for Kanye that he did not have before. And even though the competition didn't mean much after, it still brought tons and tons of fans towards the genre. Also, keep in mind that streaming songs online was not very popular at this point, so every one of the sales shown are actually album sales and not streams. Now this next subject is a little different than the others, but no doubt had a similar effect to the listener. I'm talking about when Muhammad Ali delivered some of the earliest freestyles before he fought against Sonny Liston and drew lots of attention to the genre. Hip-hop wasn't the term used back in those days for the champ's poetic rhyming. His style was rapping while showcasing pre-fight predictions of when and how he would defeat his opponents along the way to a 56-5 professional record. Muhammad Ali was molding the way hip-hop would be shaped as early as the 1960s. What started out as a silly tactic to bring down his opponent turned into something that would be done all around the country. The next historical moment I would like to shed some light on is the release of the song Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang, which is the first official rap song to introduce a hip-hop chorus. The song was released in 1979 and spanned over 15 minutes long. The song was one of the earliest hip-hop recordings that really picked up some listeners. The artists involved in this revolutionizing tune include Wonder Mike, Master G, Corey O, and Big Bank Hank. These fellas gave hope and inspired tons of people to make their own songs like Rapper's Delight. The last topic I'm bringing up is about the DJ side of hip-hop, because without these catchy groovy beats, rap just would not have been the same. The first major hip-hop DJ was DJ Kool Herc. He was known for mixing percussive beats with popular dance songs. Kool Herc was instrumental in developing the sounds that became commonly correlated with hip-hop, such as drum beats and record scratches. Influenced by Kool Herc and his peers, hip-hop DJs developed new turntable techniques like needle dropping and scratching. DJ Kool Herc DJ'd his first block party in the Bronx. After watching DJ Kool Herc, other DJs started playing in similar styles around the Bronx. DJ Pleaser Lovebug Starsky was the first to refer to this movement as hip-hop.